Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. Yo, welcome back to the Divij Den podcast. Man, we got a very fucking exciting guest today. And even more so, we have a new co-host, which, yeah, Elo.
Yes, Elon
What's up,
Musk
Elo?
in the building. What is up, Divij?
Did you really just say Elon Musk?
Hell yeah. That's my name.
Are you dating Elon?
Hell no.
Would you date Elon?
No,
Yeah, cap. Yeah, you would.
I would not.
Yo, so before we welcome first off,
Thank
thank you
you
so much.
very
And
much.
I think this is going to be a lovely long-term little partnership that we
I
have
think
here.
so too.
Yeah, we'll discuss business after.
Yes.
But yeah, before we get into today's podcast, today's episode is sponsored by Mellow, the best melatonin on the planet. Literally puts you to sleep like a baby. Take 4 to 6 puffs before sleep or before bed. You'll be out like a light, and it tastes great. It tastes like lavender and grape. And yeah, use code DEN, D-E-N, at checkout for 20% off. Yeah, make sure you go to keepmellow.com. Use code DEN, D-E-N, for 20% off. With that being said, we got a fucking very cool guest. I mean, look,
Yes.
so boxing is huge, right?
Yes.
Especially right now with YouTube
Hell
boxing and all this
yeah.
shit. But this motherfucker.
He's
Let's
lit.
just Eric Priest.
Literally. Please.
Appreciate
up,
it.
my
Thanks
boy?
for having me. Appreciate it,
Of
man.
course, my boy. Yo. So we know each other from Fortune. You obviously train there, and dude, I suck at boxing, dude, and I'm so bad. And
You may not be as bad as you think, bro. You can move. I got creds. You got this. Right?
Yeah, I got validation from Eric
Yeah.
Priest. But no, I'll be like training in the gym, and I'll like peep over. I'm like watching you. I'm like, dude, how does he move like that? Like, bro, your hands are fast. Like you're
Fast.
quick.
I appreciate it, man. I mean, it's. I
love
feel like
that.
it's
Kinda what you do.
A lot of years. Yeah, it's
Yeah, you did.
wake up in the morning and punch things like all day. You can
Yeah.
start getting good at it, I guess. You know.
Yeah. Well, so dude, so you're 22.
Yeah.
Korean American.
Yep.
Boxing. Can you give us some background on
Handsome.
gorgeous man?
I do
Very
appreciate that.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Can you give us some background, bro? Like, how did you get into this whole boxing life?
Pretty much like so. When I was a kid, I think my dad just wanted both of his kids to learn how to throw a punch, and so initially just started off with just like training combat sports, like since like the age of like 9 or so, and then eventually just kind of like was doing wrestling and all that stuff, and then it was like, hey, like I figured out boxing's kind of like my cup of tea,
Yeah.
and started competing in that, and like it's kind of all she wrote, you know. Once I hit high school and started doing that full time.
Yeah.
My-
So your
my
dad
sport.
was a boxer?
But
originally?
no, my dad was like Navy Special Operations.
Oh wow.
So like he was kind of like
That's crazy.
just wanted to like, I don't know. He's kind of like an advocate of the sport. You know, I think he grew up like doing like martial arts and a bunch of that stuff.
Yeah.
But never really decided that, you know, the military is more of his thing.
Interesting. So you were I think I read on your website you were like 10 when you started.
Yeah.
That's such a
Crazy.
good age.
Late 9, 10, yeah.
That's
That's a
crazy.
good age to start. I wish
Yeah.
I started earlier.
You box.
Yeah, I do.
You're pretty good.
Yeah. I got hands.
Yeah.
Can we see like a live spar session right now between you guys?
I mean, I wouldn't say right now.
You get the gloves. Come on.
I do have gloves, extra gloves in the car too.
Oh, for real?
in case we so-
Money on Elo. No, I'm just playing. That's crazy, dude. So, okay, so your dad kind of, he was kind of pushed you into it. How did I find it fascinating. Like, there's a lot of people in the world, right? People like, first one that comes to mind is like Logan Paul or like a Jake Paul.
Mhm.
Like, from a young age, they start doing this thing that it almost feels like they're calling, right? And like at 20, 22, they're like the fucking best in the game.
Yeah.
So, what was it about boxing that like really drew you to it? Like, you just like enjoyed punching people?
Dude, for me, it was more like the idea of like just just dominating another person in like the most
Yeah.
like brute way possible. That was the most appealing thing for me. Like there's
Yeah.
no better way to describe competition than two people throwing hands. And like I think I fell in love with that idea of it.
Yeah.
You know, I never really wanted to be like a firefighter or like an astronaut. I wanted to be a professional fighter. That's all I
Yeah.
ever wanted to do, and eventually world champion. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's the end goal. Yeah.
and you know, that's the
sick.
thing about boxing, because like you said, it's just you against somebody else. There's no like, I always thought about it. It's like you can't just
There's
be
no
like, time
team.
out,
Yeah.
I'm out, or like a team member. It's just you. And so I do respect that.
Yeah, it gets lonely, like that idea of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You realize like how alone you are actually in the sport.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, like all your winnings are on you, and
Yeah.
you know all your losses are also on you. You can't
It's
really
all
point
on
fingers,
you.
you know.
Yeah, for sure. What was your did you play other sports growing up? I guess my
I
question.
wrestled like
Wrestled.
baseball and that kind of stuff, some basic
Okay.
stuff. Also jiu-jitsu and like Muay Thai and kickboxing,
Interesting.
that kind of stuff. Like outside the combat world, like baseball, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, dude, that's insane. So when When did you go professional? Like what age was that at?
Well, Justin agreed to take me pro when I just turned 20.
Mm-hmm. And Justin is Justin Fortune from Fortune Boxing. Well, he's not just from Fortune Boxing Gym.
Yeah,
He's like Manny Pacquiao's former trainer,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Wait, didn't you train with Manny?
Yeah.
That's how was that?
Oh, it was crazy. It was just like it's like training with like the LeBron James of boxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like just a kid that you like. As a kid, I grew up like watching him and like all of his fights, and then it's like, oh shoot, like I'm training with him now. Like
Yeah.
that was kind of nuts, you know.
That's insane, bro.
That is.
Did you watch that last Pacquiao fight?
Yeah.
What'd you think? I was there. I thought it was crazy.
You were there?
I was at it. Yeah. Didn't Justin walk out?
Yeah.
He did. Yeah, I saw him. I was like, that's fucking Justin. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I'm jealous. I mean, I thought Manny just, eventually like Father Time kind of just catches up with you, you know.
Yeah.
I think Manny in his prime, like, that you just wouldn't know what to do with him. But,
Sure.
it happens. A
getting
new
old.
generation happens, you know.
For sure. I heard he's running for president.
Yeah, he is. That's
Is
crazy.
Is that your plan after boxing?
Dude,
Run
hell
for
no.
president?
Hell no.
Priest for president. It kind of sounds cool.
It sounds cool.
Right?
It's a double P for me.
The PP?
PP.
Elo likes PP. Nice. Great. Okay, so when was your first professional fight? Was Feb 2020.
Yeah, right before COVID. Like
What
the
was
week
that
before.
like training for it?
Dude.
Ooh.
So, Justin like is brute, man. He was throwing me in with guys that were like some of the best fighters in the world.
Yeah.
You know, just throwing me in. He was like, hey, sink or swim. You know, you
Yeah.
just figure it out. Like, fight hard. And like you got good. You know, by fighting guys that are so much better than you.
Yeah.
So by the time the fight came around, the guy I was not worried at all, honestly. But
Second round KO?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
I appreciate it.
That's crazy.
I love that, but I also like hate it because I love watching boxing, and then when it's like over, I'm like, really? It's over?
Yeah.
Like, can we
Yeah.
just like continue though?
Doesn't that kind of like suck? Like, for example, Jake, right? I think he knocked out Ben in round 1, maybe round 2.
Yeah, it was like a minute.
Quick.
Dude. Yeah.
But like, doesn't that kind of suck? Like, you train for months and months
Right.
and months, and then like, it takes you 30 seconds and he's out, and it's just like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that sucks. Like,
It's also
I mean, because
empowerment,
like
no?
the hardest part of, boxing in general, though, like the hardest part of like the fight is the training of it.
The
You
training,
know,
yeah.
Camp.
yeah, it's like a swimmer. You know, he like trains for like hours and hours and days,
Yeah.
and months, and then he like gets in a pool for a 50-second sprint. It's like, it's like,
It's so
you
crazy.
know, like
Good point.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
It is
camp is
wild.
crazy.
Camp
I've
is
tried,
hard, yeah.
I've tried like the gym I train. It's there's fighters, and so sometimes I'm like, I want to do camp with you guys. I did it in 2020. I haven't done it since then. It's pretty freaking tough.
Gave
yo.
up real
Yeah. No, I mean I was busy. Now I'm busy, but
yeah,
it's amazing what you guys do.
I appreciate it,
What is camp like? Like, what is a day in life of a professional boxing training camp?
dude. Well, so I don't know. My last camp was just like, I'd wake up in the morning, do like chiropractic work or whatever that is,
Yeah.
physical therapy, go straight to the gym, sparring, come home, eat, usually hit the weights, like have a second strength session,
Wow.
stuff like that. And like most people don't do this, but I run really late at night. So I run around like 1 o'clock
Been
or 2 in
seeing
the
your
morning.
Insta stories. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many miles are you running?
It depends. So usually it's like I'll start off like about 6 miles, like
6
super
miles.
slow, just to like keep my weight down.
Crazy.
And then it'll be like I'll go down to like 3 miles, but I'll start like speeding the pace. So I'll be like I want to break 3 miles in like 20 minutes or like 19:30.
3 miles in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean it's really for a runner that's not that
Wow.
fast, but for like a boxer,
It's
it's like
under 7.
yeah,
7 miles.
yeah,
it's great.
and then you eventually like try to break like
With
19:15 or
three,
know.
That's amazing.
Appreciate
I can do
that.
2. I can do 2 under 20.
2 miles.
Mm-hmm.
That's 10 minutes a mile.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I can. It's like 19 minutes.
You're working along.
That's solid.
Yeah.
8.5.
I can't even fucking do that.
Dude,
Oh,
I hate running though.
I
It's the
love
worst.
Nobody likes running, you know? You like running?
I love running.
Oh my god.
Do you listen to like podcasts when you're running, or is
Hell
it like
no, dude. It's
music?
like screamo, like you know.
You listen to screamo?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do you listen to screamo while you train?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dang.
I'm not really into like fluff music, like
Huh.
music that makes you like want to feel some type of way. Like boxing's a brute sport, right? So if I'm
Yeah.
like gonna get punched in the face, like I want to listen to stuff that like makes me feel like I'm about to get punched in the face.
That's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Real quick, I have to say, this comes to my mind randomly, but when I'm boxing, like at the gym and shit, I'll have my AirPods in listening to music. Every 10 seconds, the fucking AirPod falls out. It's like impossible. Like Apple, can you please fix that shit? Because does that happen to you?
yeah,
Like,
I mean, I don't really listen. I don't like usually have
I don't
headphones in,
like-
but like you
yeah.
get like the beats and stuff that like wrap around
Okay.
you might have to get those.
You shouldn't be just
Yeah.
not listen to music like that. Like enjoy the moment of like everybody
the
just
sound.
ish, ish, like everybody just going at it. Like that should
You
be.
can't. But it's like
Yeah,
going to the
it's
gym
different
without.
though. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even listen to anything.
Really?
I can't.
That's how my dad was. He was like, we don't listen to music when we train as a kid because
Really?
you don't fight with music. So like, what are the words that you're gonna tell yourself when
That's true.
you're actually in a fight?
Exactly.
But I get what you're saying with the music thing. Like at Fortune and stuff, like they have that speaker and they play the same music every single day.
Okay, that's
It's like
annoying.
old school Pac and like Biggie. And I'm like, dude, I walk in with a migraine. I'm like, yo, like I can't even.
That's so funny. I actually love to train to Wu-Tang Clan. Is that what-
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Like that's if my trainer asks me what music, I'll be like Wu-Tang.
That's harder than the training to listen to that.
I don't know because I don't know the lyrics anymore. Or I don't know the lyrics,
Right.
period. So it's like I don't pay attention. I just want music that I don't really know. So I don't like start singing to it or
Right.
rapping
That makes
to
sense.
it.
Yeah.
I can't name one Wu-Tang song. I'm so bad. I'm so
I grew up
bad.
with
Yeah,
them, but I don't
I
remember
also
anyone.
don't know any Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I guess I'm old.
Yo, so dude, I got so many questions for you.
I want to ask a question.
Go, please, Elo.
Besides boxing, obviously, you started getting into modeling, which I love. I think a lot of women and men appreciate that. What got you into that?
I don't know. I did some stuff. So I had a jaw injury a few years back, and like I was like approached by a modeling agency in Kansas City, pretty locally where I'm from, and I kind of like dibbled my fingers in that for a little bit, but then like eventually boxing happened. You know, I just really went like all in for that, and kind of just like lost that part. And then I guess like recently people were like, hey, this is like something that you should like think about, especially people at like the Pacquiao camp and stuff, like working out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, dude, like, and I landed a deal with like Foot Locker for like a shoot, and I was like, hey, maybe this is like a sign. I should just like try to like
Try it, yeah.
So I just like basically emailed Wilhelmina like, hey, this is what I look like, and
Good.
like then they just brought me in and like did a whole
Love
digital
it.
thing.
And people
went from
that
there.
don't know
for
Wilhelmina,
you.
this is the biggest modeling agency
Literally.
in the world. Like
Yeah.
it's no joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it's insane, dude.
it's amazing.
really
Good
cool.
for you.
Thank you.
Do you feel, how tall are you?
6 foot.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say because I feel like male models especially becomes a little difficult when you're like under 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, I mean, especially for like runway stuff. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not tall enough to do like
Yeah.
any catwalk stuff. You know.
Right.
I'm just like, yo, like throw me on like a Nike commercial. Like, kinda, like you know, that'd
That's
be cool.
lit.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're wearing Adidas?
Yeah.
You're an Adidas athlete.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yes.
How did that happen? If you can talk about it.
Oh yeah. So basically, I fought on like this Ring City card last December.
Yeah.
And got like the second round KO. And one of the guys that was helping working the entire event is like one of the representatives for Adidas.
Yeah.
And so he reached out to me like shortly afterwards, like, hey, we'd love to like start like talking to you about possibly working together, and they bring you on. And it took about like 2 months with negotiating and like kind of figured something out. And we
It's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love Adidas.
Yeah.
Stripes over check marks any day.
Any
You think
fucking
so?
day.
Yeah, I think
Always.
so too.
Absolutely.
I think so too. Yeah.
I literally only own like 2 pairs of Nikes.
Really?
The rest is all Adidas.
Dude, it's cool. They got like the tracksuits and stuff. You know,
It's hard. Adidas is
Yeah.
hard.
look like a
For
European soccer player like half the time. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
That's so crazy. It must be surreal, bro. Like growing up, like wearing Adidas, and now you're like an Adidas athlete. Like, do you wake
Yeah.
up sometimes and be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
yeah. I mean, dude, I don't. Yeah, sometimes I forget. Like it's just like
Yeah,
I'm so
when
worried
you
about like
live
the
in
fight or
moment.
like life,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's like sometimes it's like it feels good. Sometimes they like look behind you and be like, hey, we've like accomplished some stuff. You know?
a lot of stuff. Yeah,
Do
that's
you have
crazy.
a girlfriend?
No, I don't.
You
Dude.
don't?
Elo,
Do
you're
you
not supposed to
date?
hit on our guests.
I'm not hitting. I'm asking for all of our listeners.
No, I do not. I'm single as a Pringle. So
That's good. I mean,
Yeah.
aren't you supposed to? Do you have a fight coming up?
I do. December 10th.
See, so you have to stay single.
Gotta stay
right?
focused, you know?
Right, that's
Well, let's talk about this. Are girlfriends a distraction? Do you think girls are a distraction from your training?
Dude, that's
Depends
like
on the girl.
That's a really hard question. I mean, I think it depends on the girl.
Mhm,
Yeah,
And a lot of it depends like where your priorities are.
mhm.
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So
sure.
like it can be a distraction if you let it.
Yeah,
But you know, as a boxer, I can't really afford to have like a lot of distractions. you
Right.
know? So it's like
right.
that will always come second to me right now at this
Right.
point in my life.
For
you know?
sure. For sure. No,
I think
100%.
that's great. Yeah.
So you're 5-0.
Yep.
4 by knockout, or was it 5?
4.
4. Okay.
Wow.
One of
Well,
them was really tough.
The last fight, right?
No, it was my 4th fight.
4th fight. Okay.
Dude was tough.
Who was that?
God, what's his name?
Like,
His name is Chris something.
That's fire. Like you're so focused that you don't even remember their fucking
Dude, their name doesn't matter.
There's
It's
so I
could be
know, and
Bob
there's
Schmidt.
so
It
many of
wouldn't
them. Yeah,
matter.
it could be
Yeah.
Schmidt.
yeah, like
Bob Schmidt.
It's Bob Schmidt.
well, Bob was tough. Yeah, Bob would not
Yeah.
go down.
What was it about Bob that made it so more difficult than the other 4 fights that you've had?
Dude, like I was just hitting them with everything. Like
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna stop it at one point, but he
Really?
just would not go down. Like, dude looked like I don't know, like raw meat afterwards.
And
but, like,
his
it was
coach
just- he
didn't
was just-
stop it either.
No.
Wow.
Yeah, I was just
Wow.
like, yeah, there's
Wow.
no way he was gonna win the fight.
How
but
many
he-
rounds did it go?
He won 4.
Oh.
Yeah, so right now I'm a 4-round. Like December will be my last 4-round fight, and then I'll go to 6,
Oh, so okay.
Nice.
And then it'll jump to 8 and then 10?
10. Yeah, and then
Gotcha.
title fights are obviously 12.
Got it.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Who's the dream contender for you? Because you're in the 160 weight class, right? Like you said.
Right now, yeah.
Who's like
Oh,
the dream?
Dude, I don't know. Everybody, whoever's at the top
Whoever
Mhm.
wants
at
it.
that time, you
That's
know,
fair.
like
That's fair. Who are some like well-known like 160 fighters that you know or that anyone would know?
Triple G.
Oh,
Canelo was
oh, shit.
Canelo was a 60
Canelo.
for a long
Mhm.
time. Now he's
Wow.
68.
Yep.
You know the Charlo twins. They're up there.
Yeah.
What do you
There's quite a
think?
bit.
What do you think of like these YouTube fights?
I don't know if like me, like I'm not a hater. You know, like if you
Yeah.
have a personal brand like that big, like do whatever you need to do. Like I would do the
Mhm.
exact same thing. So like get your money, like, you know, same old. But like, I don't think boxing purists will ever accept them
Correct.
into the sport. You know what
Really?
I'm saying? It's like and people ask me all the time, it's like, do you think they're helping the sport? And I'm like, I don't know, because like I don't know if like Jake Paul had jumped into the NFL and started playing professional football. Like
Right.
do you think, and like I don't think
That would be
NFL
crazy.
players would be like, he's doing anything for the sport, you know? They're probably
Right.
just gonna like think of the NFL as the NFL. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
interesting.
NFL fans were always gonna be there as fans anyways.
That's true.
Yeah.
So and same thing with boxing. So I mean, I don't think it's doing anything bad for the sport, but it's like I don't know. You know, I'm not a hater, you know.
No,
Like,
I get
for
you.
sure.
I totally understand that.
those
I-
TikTok trailer matches though, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know about all
I
that
don't
fucking Ace
know.
family bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I don't
that's
know.
all right.
I mean, personally, I agree with you. To me, it's more like there's people that spend years, like they grew up doing the sport and like really did have this determination, and maybe even like your dad and things like that. And there's like these people that just like jump in and they're like, oh, we're training for a year, and like, oh, here we are having these $1 million
yeah,
Yeah.
fights. So I get it. I get both ways.
Yeah.
yeah.
But you've trained with Jake and Logan, right? At Fortune, like they've come
Yeah,
in?
we just like worked out, you know,
Okay.
pretty briefly. It was like a long
Interesting.
time ago. But yeah, like I said, I mean, they're doing their thing, you know,
Yeah.
and there's
Sure.
there is something appealing about a fight,
Yeah.
you know, that like
Yeah.
it's appealing to everybody. You know,
Yeah.
like I heard this like analogy. It was like there's like a basketball game in one corner of a square, a football game, and a soccer game, and a fight breaks out in like one corner. Everybody just watches the fight,
Exactly.
you know.
True.
So it's like
True.
there's something appealing about it. Like, and if you have
Period.
a brand, make your
Then you
money,
can,
know?
yeah, exactly,
Absolutely.
get your bread. Did you see the news about Logan and Tyson?
I saw that yesterday.
Isn't that
Yeah.
fucking
Actually,
crazy?
is that real?
Yes. I texted Jeff, his manager, today. I was like, if this is happening, we need to do like a sponsorship deal ASAP. And he literally just sent me like the eye emoji, like the side eye emoji, aka it's fucking happening. Like,
Dude, get outta here.
I think it'll be like an exhibition, like nothing like
Still,
crazy.
dude, an exhibition with Tyson,
Wild,
like,
That's wild.
bro, that's
Wild.
crazy.
I
That's
love it.
crazy.
insane,
Yeah.
insane. Tyson has a podcast. I don't know if you guys have listened to it, but he talks
Yeah.
about psychedelics and shrooms and like how he loves it so much.
Yeah.
Do you ever use shrooms or psychedelics to help you in your training?
No, not really.
No. Okay.
I think some people do.
Yeah. He does.
That's
I think.
weird.
Yeah, it's like almost like a brain thing, you know,
Mhm.
like you can like rewire your brain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My brain's already wired,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like
Yeah.
I'm already like on a
Feel
train right
ya.
now. Yeah. So.
Yeah. What drives you, bro? Because I'm in the gym every day and I see you and I see how like focused and really like driven and like you really care. It seems like you really care about the sport of boxing. Like, what is it that motivates you every day when you wake up to like fucking just get after it? Like,
Man, that's a hard question. I'd say a lot of things, and I'd say like my drive over time has like changed, you know, based on
Mhm.
your areas of life.
sure.
At this point in my life, it's just like I wanna create something real, you know, and like be an inspiration to like the Korean and American culture.
Yeah.
I feel like especially in boxing, there's not very many representatives, or even
No.
like not really anywhere.
There's not any.
Like,
Yeah.
acting
Yeah.
or like, you know,
sure.
and so like to have the opportunity to like hold a skill set that could possibly like create a platform for myself to like inspire like another Korean American kid or something is really means a lot to me.
That's
amazing.
fire.
You know,
That's super fire.
If you could pick, okay, let's say you're not a boxer, you're not a model. If you had to choose something else, what would it be?
It'd be one of those.
Career.
It'd be one of those internet money gurus. You know.
You sell courses.
Yeah. No. No, not like that. Not like that. But like, I mean, not even like that. Like, not even have a brand. I would just like to like make a lot of money off the internet.
Just e-commerce and shit.
Yeah. I mean, like I think we live in
Okay.
like a new age of like we're creating these like 19-year-old millionaires. You know, and these
Literally.
young kids. Like this isn't supposed to happen. It's never happened in any other generation. Like I think
pretty
it's
crazy.
fascinating. They're making like a ridiculous amount of money. And I would like,
yep.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I'd probably be one of those guys.
I
You
like
know.
that.
Selling like fucking fidget spinners and like all this random
Yeah.
shit.
Random
That kinda
ass
stuff,
shit.
yeah.
Crazy.
I think it's pretty cool.
Have you Ryan Garcia, right, is a boxer that I work closely with his team, and I've seen a lot of he does YouTube videos, he does all the e-commerce stuff, and it seems like he has really taken advantage of social media to build his brand. And also on the flip side, I feel like people in the boxing community people love him, right? He's got a great fan base, but I feel like some people
Yeah.
like look down upon him as like the pretty boy of boxing and like the social media star. How do you feel about Ryan Garcia in general as a fighter? And then secondly, do you plan on leveraging like YouTube and social platforms to like build the Priest brand?
As far as Ryan Garcia goes, I think he's a good fighter.
Yeah.
You know, he's fought in real guys. He beat Luke Campbell, an Olympic gold medalist. You know, he's good.
Yeah,
He's no joke, and like that was a fight that kind of proved himself.
for sure.
Like I haven't done that yet, so there's not really
Right.
much room for me to talk.
Right.
As far as like the boxing community looking down on him, I think it's a lot of because of the way he's acted. You know, and yeah, I mean, of course, like he's not a Gervonta Davis. He doesn't look all intimidating.
Right.
He's mean.
Yeah.
And he's not like from the streets. He's just like,
Right.
yeah, he made a massive following off like Instagram videos and YouTube. You
Crazy.
know, which isn't a bad thing. You know, you leverage a platform, you took advantage of it. But
Right.
like, I don't know. I don't necessarily look down on him. I think he
Yeah.
can fight. I've seen him fight throughout the amateurs and all that stuff. He
Yeah.
went pro pretty early.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he's made of yet. I don't think the boxing community even knows yet
Sure.
because like he hasn't been like tested and plus he's not that old. He's like what 23.
22 or
young.
23.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so. I mean,
Crazy.
he's got a few more years before he's actually like put to the challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he fought Devin Haney or Gervonta, who do you think would win in those two fights?
I think Gervonta beats all of them.
Gervonta.
I think Gervonta beats all of them.
Yeah.
I think dude, the guys.
I saw him.
scary.
Bro.
I saw him live. It was
you did?
yeah,
He's scary.
last year.
It's a pit bull.
So
He
good.
literally looks like a pit bull,
So
dude. Like,
Yeah.
good.
yeah,
Oh, he's
His
one of my
uppercuts,
favorites.
bro.
dude.
hmm
Oh my god,
Shit is
yeah.
crazy.
He just ends people, and he
Yeah.
jumped up. He jumped up a weight class his last fight,
Oh, he did.
and then just like knocked the guy out. Yeah,
Sheesh.
Yeah,
That
so-
fight would be crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite punch that you throw?
I
Or
don't
what's your
know.
best punch that you throw? Like
Probably right hook.
right
Mine
If
too.
you set it-
Are
if you
you
set it up
left-handed
right-
or right-handed person?
I'm right-handed,
Me too.
but if you set it up right, there's like even if you
Right
block
hook.
it, it's gonna fuck you up. It's just like
Yeah, it's a powerful
I
punch.
yeah. I mean,
Love
like those
the
gloves
right
aren't
hook.
that big. You know, like you land it right, and like somebody gets
Yep.
to sleep.
Right. What do you fight with? Is it 14s?
10s.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and they're like pro 10s, so they're like
Yeah.
made of like pre-broken in leather,
Yeah.
and like
Mhm.
they're a hard ass glove, bro. Like you can really hurt somebody
Yep.
in those things.
Yeah. What do you fight with?
12.
Have you sparred?
Yeah.
Are you good?
Yeah.
I want to fight
But
you.
I only
She
do,
like no
I only-
hesitation. Yeah.
I only do body though, like body shots. I won't do face.
Why not?
I don't want to mess this up. Are you crazy?
What do you
So you're
mean?
like,
You have
oh,
to punch the
I know
other
it
person.
doesn't
You're not
matter.
punching
yeah,
yourself.
but still, shit happens. Like
That is
I
true.
don't. I don't like to do that.
That is true.
So I only do like body shots.
What a nice gal.
Yeah.
That's very
Mhm.
sweet of you.
That's actually funny you bring that up because like I have a Willamette casting thing on Thursday,
Okay.
and I have to spar tomorrow.
See,
Oh shit.
Yeah,
like
and
it's,
so I'm like-
it
so I'm like,
gets-
it could-
gets to you.
this could happen.
It could.
I
Yeah.
could get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, I could
No.
just have some scuffs up. So
Don't think about it. You just like make sure
it's
you're fast.
a lot easier said than done.
I
For
know.
sure. Does it hurt
I
getting
know.
punched in the face?
No, not really.
Really?
Not really. No. I mean, there's not very many nerves in your face. You know,
It's worse
on
when
your
it's your
nose, maybe?
rib.
Your
It's
ribs
worse
for
when
sure.
it's your
Yeah.
ribs.
But like your nose is the only thing that really hurts.
Yeah.
Or like I mean, I guess it's face. Obviously, it hurts.
Right, but you
know?
built this like tolerance for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like, we do a
It's
lot of like
crazy.
the pain sticks and like the bamboo.
Is that what
stuff.
that is? Where they like whack you with the
Yeah,
shits?
it's just a pain tolerance thing.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know. It's like sometimes I have to like I hang myself. Like I'm
You
hanging.
what?
I'm hanging. And then like not hang myself, like you're hanging off the bar and they just like
Damn.
punch you in the stomach.
I was
Like
damn,
that's
Ayla.
that's annoying.
It got dark.
No,
Can we cut that out?
We can-
Just kidding.
no,
Nah,
let's keep
don't.
it.
Let's keep it.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Anyways, like, have you ever like hung off the bar and then like somebody
Oh,
else
and
is
someone
punching
punches, like,
you in
your
the
abs?
yes, exactly.
No, not really. Just the bamboo thing, really.
Bamboo.
Oh,
But I've
Yeah.
seen that.
I
I've
do
seen
that.
trained people do
Yeah,
that.
I've done
People
that.
like
That's
take
pretty
medicine
hard.
balls and like smash them into it in the guts.
Yes.
Right.
But I've heard
right.
like a lot of like bad things about that
Yeah,
because
I
like
would
people
never
like
do that.
they took like boxers from like the 60s and stuff that like died,
Mhm.
and like when they like I don't know, the autopsy, they pulled out their organs. They're all like bruised and
Yep.
stuff
Holy
from
shit.
the
It's
years of like pounding their
crazy.
stomachs with
Yeah.
medicine balls and
The
all that
fuck?
stuff. So yeah.
Are you scared about like long-term negative impacts of boxing?
Like
getting hit in the head all the
concussion,
time.
like,
well, not even concussion, like just so your brain not like, functioning
Ye-
properly.
No.
No.
Yeah, I mean like I don't know. It's not one of the things that I can like that I actively like want to think about.
Exactly. I was gonna say.
Right.
You know what I'm
shouldn't be.
saying? Like,
Exactly.
Like I feel like I take most of my punishment, like most fighters do in general, in sparring, like not really the fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like the
Interesting.
day by day by day. You know, the little hits here and there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's important to be like aware of it, but
Yeah.
like I don't really like want to like think about it usually. You
Mhm.
know.
For sure.
But so I would say I'm not that scared. You know, like I signed up. I know the risk involved
You knew
with
what
the
you're
sport.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as long as you and your parents obviously support you, as long as you have the support from parents, I feel like it's important.
Yeah.
Kind of like gives you, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, my
feel like-
mom doesn't. I don't think
Of
like
course
likes.
she doesn't.
That's a
liked
great
it,
question. Does your
like-
mom like? She's like, why are you doing this, Eric?
No, I mean, I originally like when I was a kid, for sure, she was like,
Yeah.
you know, but my dad was like, hell yeah, dude, you know. And then like at this point now, my mom's like, she like screams.
They
and
come to
stuff.
the fights and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh hell yeah, they were stoked. Yeah,
That's amazing.
yeah.
That's so
That's
sick.
awesome. I can't wait for your next fight. I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, you should.
We're
I'm
pulling
gonna
up
be
December,
there.
right?
We're
December,
gonna
yeah.
pull up,
Sheesh.
pull up.
Yeah, 6-0.
Let's go.
Should be fun, man.
Yes.
That's crazy. That's so
Yo,
fire.
I'm like the loudest person, by the way, just so you know. I am literally the loudest person when I'm like at fights.
Really?
I will be
Scream.
like, no, like
It's hard not
in
to
a
be, you
good
know?
way, in a good
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
in a good
You're
way.
gonna,
Yeah, no,
you're
she's
gonna be
just
fighting.
screaming for no reason.
Yeah, you're gonna be like, Elo, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fight.
It's like, yo, pause, hold on.
No, in a good way. In
I
a
know.
good way. Come on now.
You'd be a good hype man for sure.
Hell yeah.
We met yesterday, actually, in person because she was in my music video. You have so much fucking energy. It's
I know.
crazy.
I know.
It honestly is like,
Dude,
I'm
that's right.
envious.
You're dropping a lot of good music, dude. I've
Just
been
dicking
seeing
around,
that.
Dicking around.
That's sweet.
I went through a breakup. It's like a little creative release.
No, I feel that.
I like
feel
it.
that.
yeah. Let's not discuss that though.
Yeah.
How do you deal with things like anxiety or like the bad days? You know, when you wake up and you're just like, I don't really want to train. Like, how do you pursue past it? Do you have like certain?
He's like, I always want to train. Thank you. Just kidding.
Maybe you
No.
just never feel like that. But I just
No, I
like
do.
meditation, sleep, like what? does that look like?
Man, I don't know. It depends. You know, like I don't really like wake up. Usually have a bad day. Obviously, you wake up some days and you're just like, I'd rather like I don't feel like training and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like boxing is one of those sports like there are physical consequences to you not working hard. You know, like
Yeah.
if I don't work hard, this guy's gonna punch my face in. You know, it's like
Yeah.
like it's gonna hurt. So
Mhm.
that
sure.
keeps me motivated, like thinking about like the fight and the opponent and whatnot.
Yeah.
As far as anxiety goes, like I don't know. That's something that I deal with, you know, quite a bit. Boxing related and not, you know, we're all human. We all have
Yeah.
like,
For
issues.
sure.
We're all kind of fucked up in our own ways.
For sure. Absolutely.
I don't know. I guess I'm still also trying to figure that out. You know,
Yeah. It's
like you
this-
kind of figure it out. You know,
as you go.
As you
You
go.
kinda have to,
It's
so-
so
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
It's so true. I just don't think
I
we
feel
talk.
that.
I don't think we talk about it enough. I was listening to Impulsive. Big shout out to Logan and them. They had Howie Mandel from Deal Not. What's it called? Deal or No Deal
Mm-hmm.
on the show, and he was talking about like he thinks mental health is like the answer to all problems in the world. Like literally any issue, it's because of mental health. Like the reason we have school shootings, mental health. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So yeah, I don't know if I had a question actually, but just mental health is fucking important.
It's
It
super
is
important.
so
I think. I
important.
think for like so many generations, we like kind of suppressed it and pushed it under the rug. You know,
For sure.
and like now like we're dealing with all these things that are coming
Yeah.
out now. You know, because like the world's also changing. Like we have phones where like our attention spans are like completely screwed. You
Yeah.
know, like you know everything's going on so fast. We're also like everything we do is broadcasted to like thousands and thousands of people.
Yeah.
And like kids 20 years ago didn't grow up with that.
Right.
You know, you can't even make a move on Instagram without like somebody knowing about it.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't
It's
go to a
crazy.
party without somebody filming you. It's like
Yeah.
all that stuff's going on. There's a lot of like subconsciously like you have pressure.
For sure.
You know, and
sure.
I mean, plus you're comparing yourself with everybody else as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and that creates anxiety, and so I think that's like really important to address that. You know, like
I think
everybody's
that's-
dealing
yeah.
with it. You know.
For
So,
sure. For
Yeah,
sure.
I think also COVID or quarantine really kind of opened up a lot of more people and being open about mental health and just talking about anxiety.
Yeah.
Which it's like quarantine was like a blessing in disguise in a way for a
For
lot
sure.
of people. I think
Yeah.
they kind of like opened up a lot more. I'm
Yeah.
happy about that, and especially I feel like females or women, we always have talked about it, but not men, and now more men are open about it and talking
Yeah.
about it, and I think that's amazing. So thank you guys for being on.
Yeah,
honest
it's
about that.
important, yo. Especially like COVID, like being in the crib, right? Like not seeing each other or seeing people, like coming
Or
out,
having
dude.
quarantine base, one too many.
I was staying with my mom in quarantine,
Oh,
just
okay.
like showing love to her. But I didn't really I didn't really talk to people in person. So like the last few months, like coming out and like talk, like the podcast, doing this has been so helpful because it's like
Really.
that human interaction.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
You know.
I get that actually.
Yeah, it's been lit.
Boxing saved me through quarantine.
Really?
Literally, I was boxing every day.
Dead
Good.
ass.
Yeah, dead
Good.
ass.
We gotta spar.
Yeah,
You gotta get a training session somewhere.
Let's
run it up, for
Yeah.
sure.
we should totally do it.
For sure. I think we got to wrap up in a second, but who are some fighters that inspire you? Like, who do you look up to?
Man, I'd say Manny Pacquiao, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I think he's one of the greatest ever.
For sure.
I don't know. There's a lot. You know, there's a lot, and like I look up to like even like a guy like Muhammad Ali
Yeah.
quite a bit, and not necessarily like just his like boxing skill, but like his attitude,
Yeah.
towards the way he approached things. You know, he's always said like I said it before I was kind of thing. You know, like
Yeah.
I believed in myself before anybody else believed in me kind of thing.
For sure.
And then right now, I like Teofimo Lopez. You know who that is?
No, actually, I don't.
Yes,
Who is
it?
love him.
He's super good.
You saw that video?
So he just beat Lomachenko
Yes.
last
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yes.
Teofimo Lopez.
Oh, I can't spell that.
Yeah. But
I'll send you his IG.
send
yeah,
that
he's
link.
super good. So he became undisputed pretty
Oh,
much.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You saw when the giant hit him?
The what?
You know? The
Thor.
freaking-
Thor. Yeah.
No, it's not even Thor. He's a giant from
No,
freaking.
yeah. His name's Thor though.
Oh,
Like,
is
in
it
real
really?
life.
His
Yeah.
real life? Oh, okay.
Yeah, his real name's Thor. Yeah.
Got it. From
What?
he's a giant from Game of Thrones. Like it's a real thing.
The guy
He-
from Iceland?
Yeah.
Yes.
That
He
guy.
had a fight, right? Or some shit?
I'm not sure, but he's like
I don't know.
6'9", 350.
He's huge.
He's the world's
and then
strongest
Tio
man.
is like
Yeah.
down here, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
punched him in the stomach. They punched each other. Like it was like for a video, obviously.
What the fuck?
That was crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, it was
I did
awesome.
not see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna show
That
you.
guy's huge though. That guy's massive.
Yeah.
I think we got to wrap. But yo,
Okay.
who's I don't even remember what I was gonna ask you. This White Claw's kicking in. If people don't follow you already, Eric, where can they find you? I know you've been making TikToks and shit. I've been seeing
Yeah,
that
I've
shit.
been honestly just like clowning on that side. I have no
Yeah.
idea what I'm doing. But
Keep it going.
Eric Priest with 2 C's, ERICCPRIEST on Instagram,
Hell yeah.
and should be the same on TikTok. And then Eric Priest on Facebook. I don't have YouTube or anything else, but
Coming soon.
coming soon possibly. see me on Twitter, Eric Priest,
Twitter
2
gang.
C's as well.
Let's go.
I'm
Love
active.
it. Yeah,
But,
it's
yeah.
me too. I love Twitter.
Elo, where can they find you if they don't follow you
Elon
already?
Musk. ILO Musk.
That's actually what it is, Elon Musk.
My name is Elo. It's not Musk.
Yeah, I
but
know.
My
but, like,
stage name is
yeah,
Elon Musk.
That's
yeah.
it. Okay, that's great.
Yep.
It's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys go
Thank
follow
you for
Eric.
having me.
You're welcome. Hope you come back. And thank you so much for coming on, Eric. Really appreciate you. Make sure you guys go follow Elo and Eric, of course. Stay tuned for his fight coming in December.
December 10th, yeah.
Yes.
December 10th. It's going to be fucking amazing.
We're gonna be there.
We will be getting free tickets, of course, because
For sure.
Eric will hook us up. Make sure you guys subscribe to the
I can
podcast.
sit next to your mom.
I'm going to hang out with the Priest family.
Yeah.
We're both from Kansas. Crazy.
That's
That is
amazing.
wild, yeah.
That's so crazy.
But yo, make sure you guys go check out Mellow. Best fucking melatonin on the planet. Use code DEN, DEN, for 20% off your order. Make sure you guys subscribe to the podcast. Again, follow the homie, follow Elo. And that's it for this podcast.
Peace.
Bye.
Out like a light.